Every person dreams of being strong, successful, and unstoppable. But strength doesn't just happen. It's not handed to you. It doesn't appear out of thin air. Strength, true strength, is forged. It's created through heat, pressure, and pain. It's built when you face adversity head on, refuse to quit, and rise every time life knocks you down. Think about the strongest metal. It doesn't come from comfort or ease. It comes from fire. The intense burning heat doesn't destroy the metal. It purifies it, strengthens it, and transforms it into something unbreakable. The same principle applies to you. But here's the truth. Most people avoid the fire. They run from struggle, discomfort, and the fear of failure. They think, if I stay safe, I won't get hurt. But what they don't realize is that avoiding the fire doesn't protect them. It weakens them. It keeps them from growing. It robs them of their potential. A weak life, a life without growth, is no life at all. The fire isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. It's the crucible where greatness is born. And the question you have to ask yourself is simple. Are you willing to step into it? Let's be real. Life is hard. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what you're trying to do. Life will hit you. It will test you. It will knock you down over and over again. And here's the thing. Most people don't get back up. They stay down. They make excuses. They say it's too hard or it's not fair, and they quit. But not you. Not today. You see, pain is part of the process. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. Think about going to the gym. You don't build muscle by lifting light weights and stopping when it feels easy. You build muscle by pushing yourself to the limit, by tearing those fibers so they can grow back stronger. The same is true for life. The challenges you face, the struggles you endure, they're not there to break you. They're there to make you stronger. Pain is uncomfortable, yes, but it's also necessary. It's proof that you're growing. When you feel that discomfort, it's not a sign to quit. It's a sign that you're stepping into the fire, that you're being shaped into something greater. Let me tell you something. The pain you're feeling right now, it's not permanent. It's temporary. But the strength you'll gain from it, that's forever. So don't run from it. Embrace it. Because on the other side of that pain is the person you were meant to be. Let's talk about excuses. Everyone has them. I'm too tired. I don't have time. It's too late for me. You've heard them before. Maybe you've even said them. But here's the harsh truth. Excuses are lies. They're stories you tell yourself to justify staying where you are. And as long as you believe those lies, you'll never move forward. You know what separates the strong from the weak? Execution. The strong don't waste time making excuses. They don't wait for the perfect moment or the right conditions. They take action. They show up every single day, no matter how they feel, no matter how hard it is. Ask yourself this: are you making excuses or are you taking action? Because at the end of the day, it's one or the other. You can't have both. You can either stay in your comfort zone, telling yourself why you can't, or you can step into the fire and start forging the life you want. Excuses feel comfortable, but they don't lead anywhere. Action is uncomfortable, but it's what creates progress. The choice is yours. Failure. It's a word that scares most people. It's something we're taught to avoid at all costs. But here's the thing. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the path to success. Every time you fail, you're learning. You're growing. You're getting closer to your goal. Think about it this way. Failure is the fire that burns away your doubts, your weaknesses, your insecurities. It's the hammer that shapes you. It's not there to stop you. It's there to strengthen you. Thomas Edison once said, "I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about that. 10,000 failures. Most people would have quit after 10, but Edison kept going. He stepped into the fire again and again, and that's why we remember his name today. The question isn't whether you'll fail. You will. The question is, how will you respond to failure? Will you let it stop you, or will you use it as fuel to keep going? Because failure isn't what defines you. What defines you is what you do after you fail. Here's a hard truth. Success isn't glamorous. It's not easy. It's not fast. Success is a grind. It's waking up every day and putting in the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when nobody's watching, when nobody's cheering for you, when it feels like nothing's working. That's the grind, and that's where greatness is built. The grind is lonely. It's exhausting. It's repetitive. And most people aren't willing to do it. They want instant results. They want success without the struggle. But life doesn't work that way. You don't get the reward without the effort. You don't get the strength without the fire. Think about the strongest people you know. The most successful, the most disciplined, the most unstoppable. Do you think they got there by accident? Do you think they woke up one day and suddenly had everything they ever wanted? Number. They put in the work, day after day, year after year. They embraced the grind, and it made them who they are. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for the easy way. There is no easy way. There's only the grind. Embrace it, because the grind is what makes you strong. Every single day, you have a choice. You can choose to stay the same, to avoid the fire, to settle for less. Or you can choose to step up, to face the heat, to forge yourself into something stronger. But let me tell you something. The people who choose to step up, who choose to face the fire, they're the ones who change the world. They're the ones who inspire others. They're the ones who look back on their lives with pride, knowing they gave it everything they had. What's your choice? Are you going to let fear hold you back? Or are you going to step into the fire? Are you going to make excuses? Or are you going to take action? Are you going to settle for a life of comfort? Or are you going to embrace the grind and become the strongest version of yourself? You're not just living for today. You're building a legacy. Every decision you make, every action you take is part of your story. And one day, that story will end. When it does, what will it say? Will it be a story of excuses, regrets, and missed opportunities? Or will it be a story of resilience, strength, and triumph? Will it inspire others, or will it serve as a cautionary tale? The choice is yours. Write a story worth reading. Build a legacy worth remembering. Do it for yourself, because in the end, the only person you're competing with is the one in the mirror. The strongest metal is forged in fire. The strongest people are forged in adversity. You have everything you need inside of you to be strong, to be successful, to be unstoppable. But it's up to you to step into the fire. It's up to you to face the heat, to embrace the grind, to rise every time you fall. So what are you waiting for? The fire is waiting. Step into it, embrace it, and become unbreakable.